Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and I'm here to show you how to complete the anti-vehicle challenge here in Black Ops Cold War. This is a seasonal challenge back in Season 2, and you had to have reached level 190 back in Season 2 to have this challenge unlocked. So if you didn't reach level 190, then you don't have this challenge unlocked to complete it, but you have to destroy 50 ground vehicles, which can be just super annoying and just can take such a long time to actually get done, and I'm totally on board with you guys on that. And another thing I like to mention in this video, I'll be showing how to destroy other kinds of vehicles like aerial vehicles, and that can relate to completing other challenges here in Black Ops Cold War, whether that's daily challenges or challenges related to the operator that you're using. So yeah, make sure you watch the whole video and learn how to actually complete those challenges as well. But yes, you can play Warzone when it comes to these challenges, in case you guys are wondering, and Warzone can be a little bit beneficial. I don't really come across too many vehicles in the Battle Royale mode or even in Plunders, so I just don't think Warzone's really worth it when you're trying to go for this challenge. Fireteam and Combined Arms in Black Ops Cold War's multiplayer is where it's at. Fireteam, however, I'm not a huge fan of, just because it is a squad-based mode and you're going up against a bunch of different squads, and people don't really use vehicles in that game unless it's the tank or the hind, and those obviously you can easily go for. Just make sure you're using Engineer and a Sigma rocket launcher when trying to destroy these. Also, I find C4 to be very helpful when you're destroying tanks. Make sure your C4 sticks onto the tank, because if the tank's at full health and that C4 sticks onto the tank, then it can blow it up in just one hit, which is really nice. And so yeah, make sure you're running C4, the Sigma rocket launcher, and of course the Engineer perk. So I really do think that Combined Arms is the best game mode to complete this, specifically on the map Collateral. Right now, at the time of making this video and when this goes live on my channel, there is a Collateral 24/7 playlist, and it is a Combined Arms Collateral, because there is Collateral Strike, which is the 6v6 version. You don't want to play on that. You want to play on the Combined Arms version of the Collateral map, because there is a ton, I mean a ton of ground vehicles on this map that everybody uses, and there's also a hind helicopter that can help you try and get those aerial streak challenges done, which is pretty cool. But we're going to be first focused on the ground vehicles in this game, and of course when you're playing on the map Collateral Combined Arms, make sure you're running C4, because there's going to be a lot of times where people are on motorcycles or in some sort of ground vehicle, and they're going to drive by you, and you can easily use your C4 to actually help blow them up. Also, if you're trying to get done with the seasonal challenge, you don't actually have to use explosives. You can use your base primary weapon and just shoot the vehicles and blow them up that way as well. And one huge tip for you guys, which makes this a lot easier to actually get this challenge done, you don't actually have to kill the enemy to complete this challenge. If you are shooting at a vehicle and the enemy knows he's taken so much damage on the vehicle that it's about to blow up, and let's say the enemy leaves the vehicle before you blow it up and the enemy doesn't die, it will still count towards the challenge, which is really nice, just as long as the takedown medal pops up on your screen. And so essentially that means that you have to blow up that vehicle really quickly, as soon as maybe 1.5 seconds as soon as the enemy leaves the vehicle, essentially, right? So you can still actually get this challenge done without killing a single enemy if you really wanted to. However, obviously it's a little bit more satisfying blowing them up in the process. But yeah, if you get that takedown medal, then you know that it actually counted towards the challenge, which is really good to know. And of course, use that Sigma launcher, use that C4, and take advantage of that Engineer perk and use those items to destroy vehicles, and you'll find it to be a lot easier when playing on the Collateral map. Now, let's say the Collateral 24/7 playlist isn't available. You could always go to the Combined Arms game mode, as long as you don't have any other game modes selected when you're searching for matches. And there's really not very many Combined Arms map in this game, and so your best bet is to try and get into that Collateral map, right? And so what about other challenges? So there are some daily challenges that do require you to destroy aerial vehicles, and when it says aerial vehicles, I don't think it's talking about kill streaks or score streaks in this game, like UAVs, or maybe someone calls them the helicopter. Unfortunately, those don't count there, because sometimes there's daily challenges where it's seated aerial vehicles, which they're talking about the hind, which is actually on the Collateral map itself. It's also in Fireteam. It's an actual vehicle you can go up to and you can fly it and shoot people. That is the vehicle they're talking about when it comes to that particular daily challenge, in case you guys were wondering. So if you guys have that challenge pop up for you and you really want to complete it, I mean, you could just always ignore it. It's a daily challenge after all. But yeah, if you guys are wondering how to complete that, yeah, definitely go for that hind and try and destroy. Collateral is the best map, because everybody always tries to go for the helicopter, and they try to maneuver their way around like kind of the hills, so that way people aren't locking onto them all the time. But that's just something that I would thought I'd give tips on when trying to destroy the Hind challenge in multiplayer for Black Ops Cold War. Also, you might get a daily challenge where you have to run over people with a vehicle. Collateral is definitely the best map you can do because so many people snipe on this map. So if you can get a vehicle and flank around to the enemy spawn, there's a very good chance there's going to be enemies who are on the ground who are just like sniping and standing still, and you can just easily get up behind them and go ahead and run them over. It's pretty satisfying doing that. But yeah, Collateral on Combined Arms is the best way to complete vehicle challenges in Black Ops Cold War. So if you guys are wondering the best way to get those challenges done, just try and get onto this map. Make sure it's on Combined Arms and not on a 6v6 playlist. That way you guys can be like really happy to get these challenges over with, because honestly some of these are just ridiculously like long and just kind of ridiculous how many there are to actually complete here in the game. But anyway, that is my tip on how to complete these challenges. Make sure you leave a like if you found it useful and subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty videos every single day, and I shall catch you guys later.